Mayor Neena, now I will ask little bit personal questions to you.
Sure.
So how do you stay connected with the Indo-American, different diversity people and between your family? Because I know that now you are very, very busy in your own schedules. So how do you manage?
Yeah, that's a very tough question to answer. You should definitely ask my kids and my husband. I think they see me coming and going. So, yes, maybe soon I'll be able to have a balance. But at this point, it's been very, very busy. And to be honest, I do thrive on, I think making a difference is kind of oxygen to me, and I can keep going. But then I feel, the rest of the family also needs to see me. So I'm working on that balance. But that can it sometimes get hard. But for the community, so there are a couple of things that we have already been doing. They get to get involved. We did so this year on May 4th. We will be doing our third color festival. You can call
Okay.
it. We call it the spring fling. You can call it holy, but we do it in May, and that brings out the community, the Indo community. They all come out, and it's fun for them to connect. They bring their neighbors who are not Indians, obviously, and you'll see them all in their brand new white T-shirts. And I had one of my residents say, "Look, I'm wearing a brand new white T-shirt," and I could tell. Well, they're not Indian because the Indians are. They know how the colors are going to destroy all their thing. But I think they love the fact that they can bring their neighbors and introduce them to something that was culturally there. But we've made a spring fling or color festival, not just what Holi is. We get the schools engaged, right? We get all the youth from the schools. They run different clubs. We bring visibility to their clubs so the kids can talk about, well, I'm a part of this, outreach program on there. I think kids are part of Red Cross. Their kids part of, I believe there are different kinds of associations the kids are doing. And there's a music association. There is also something for sports. So they can have little tables. They can talk to the community about what they do. And when they have to raise funds, because every association or an organization needs to raise funds. So then the community knows, oh, well, I met that child at the Spring Fling. And so I understand what they're raising funds for instead of, standing in front of a grocery store trying to, ask people for money. So that connectivity happens. We just had a very amazing, if I can say, Chinese Lunar New Year celebration. It was, I think, at least 200 people in school. We have a Chinese school in town, so they actually ran that. They had invited me as a guest, and I was able to actually speak at the Lunar New Year and talk about our shared experiences, right? Being immigrants, being Asian, and how we're all trying to raise our kids and make them good citizens in town. So that was amazing. They did a wonderful job. There's some beautiful pictures, which one day I will, or maybe I'll ask Lisa to share with you. Just brilliant. And then so it's always good to have different aspects. We also have a very actually robust Hindi school in town. And whenever you do another episode, you can do it with Sudhaji and Shivji, who have run that Hindi school, I believe now for almost 18 years. The Chinese school has almost been here for 20 years. And so, there is definitely the cultural aspect is pretty healthy in Montgomery. People understand each other. The Hindi school is doing well. The Chinese school is doing well. Our religious organizations, we have a Jewish center. We have three or four churches in town, and they run great programs. So there's a big interconnectivity, and we do meetings which are there is a new group in town, well, not a new group that just got revitalized called Mosaic meaning different aspects. So now in that, we have different faith leaders, we have teachers, we have I'm in there as the mayor. We have other community leaders who bring different aspects to it. So that kind of an organization makes people connected. It's not just, I don't want people to feel I'm Indian or I'm Asian or I'm a Caucasian. We're all residents, right? We are all citizens. We are all together. So a group like Mosaic, I'm so grateful that they are in a rebirth situation. They've already run, and of course our police force. We had our police captain, one of his officers. they were there. They got to understand culturally how to deal different people, right? Because people come with different aspects of life because they're either coming from a different country or they grew up with different value system. So they got to learn listening to everybody, how communities work. So I think I'm very proud of the Montgomery Mosaic effort as well.
I think that's very interesting to know mosaic, which is binding the different cultures,
Yes,
different
yes. They have a
regions.
beautiful logo with all different colors. And no, I'm very proud of the residents of Montgomery because, everybody is engaged. Everybody's trying to give their time. And even the new residents coming in, everybody's coming in with, I believe they're doing a Lodi celebration, which was supposed to be in January. Lodi and all the other, right? There's other January festivals, right? That they're doing like a collaboration of them, and that's going to be, I think, in March. So even the new residents coming in, they're also coming up with events to do, for the town, so that people understand, that there is a vibrant culture out there.
I think this is really interesting because this is need of the hour, and I
Yes.
appreciate that you are doing that, and this gives me a sense that I need to connect our mayor and you, and then
Oh,
see the
absolutely would love
synergies.
that.
I'll definitely do this kind of events,
Yes. No,
and
I think it's important. It's important for us to bring everybody on the table, right? It's, as I always
absolutely,
say, that once we are at a decision-making table, we have a voice, and everybody, and it's our job, right, as community leaders, to give voice to the rest of the community.
absolutely. I think probably I'll, in the interest of time, maybe a couple of questions, and then we will
Yes,
close.
I was thinking that we are getting to the hour, right?
Right.
It's just so nice to
This
talk
is
to you.
very
Yeah.
interesting topics. You need at least 2 hours, and in the interest, because
I'll
you are
have to
so
really
busy.
find 2 hours in my schedule. No, but yeah, but it's so nice to
I
talk.
would definitely tell you, Neena ji, if you keep talking, it will be 2 hours. You will not realize, but you will be very interested.
That is,
That I can
you are a
feel you
very
when you
good,
talk to me.
no, you're a very good host, if I can say you do this profession really well. You're one of those hosts who
Thank
can
you.
make people comfortable. So I feel like, I can really share what's in my heart. Sometimes, in interviews, you can only talk so much. But I appreciate, you really have a very warm personality. You're made for this position or this job.
Thank you so much, Neena ji. My interest is only connecting people. How can they benefit from each other, and how can they be healthy and safe, and then live happily?